What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. So what are we looking at today? Wow. Computer's being a bit slow here. It's better. We got people grinding trees today. Awesome. Awesome. So the last update I was mentioning have some specific levels on your price chart. It was this bearish order block. And this fair value gap. So you're going to see today how this weekly candle so far has been bouncing in between these PD arrays. Okay, you can also put this bullish order block on your chart. Okay, so we've got our classic open, high, low, and close so far. And we came up into the yellow shaded area this morning in the kill zone for our Judas swing. Displacement, second stage, distribution, violence. Very nice, very nice. So, looking for our little stop hunty poo this morning. It was kind of limp, but there it was in the form of continuation. Very nice. And we'd be wanting to be a short seller up in that level right there. Seems to be perfect again. Pretty trippy, the amount of precision you can get. Blending time, of course. I am actually today targeting this orange box down here. Now in our weekly time frame, it's a balanced price range. So, in other words, I would like to see this bullish order block get railroaded to some degree and trade it into that orange shaded area at some point. Definitely this week. So almost in that area now. There's also the wick in here. So you can see how we are in the side of that wick. That's where the wick starts. And that's the body, the blue shaded area. So we've creamed through the wick so far easily, pretty much butter style here, finding great support on that lower quadrant, coming back up to the upper quadrant, and this fair value gap here, institutional order flow entry drill, slaps, closes below the lower quadrant, and likely gonna head to the body. So for those of you trying to play reversals and considering this a Matilda, you wouldn't have been totally wrong. You would have been able to capitalize on something in here. There was definitely something. You can most definitely frame a 3-to-1 R in there. Did it provide that? It did, depending on your stop. If you use 40 ticks, you were stopped out. If you use 50 ticks, you still made a 150 tick take profit. And of course, taking your piece, leaving a runner on if you're at that level, and letting her rip. Now, this one would have stopped you out. And for those wondering why order blocks will fail, it's because there's a higher time frame draw on liquidity. So you will see these fail, and I call these the railroad order blocks. I don't have another term for them. It's something I just made up based on the smart money tools. So if I was looking for this guy to get railroaded, I'd be looking for the midway point, mean threshold of that order block to get closed below and then flip it into resistance. And you can see how this rejection block here, labeled on the chart with the red line there, was the top of that candle, running out sell side liquidity. So it's still lunchtime. We're in our macro now. It's partly to blame for the movement that we've got. And I would like to see price continue on its little journey. So just like this guy here, okay, whereas we'd be looking for this as support at our sensitive price level here. And when this already happened and didn't get a close above and then came and touched this rejection block, this is over. You are coming down here now, okay? That's how you can tell if this order block is going to hold, this guy here, okay? Does it touch the rejection block in the order block? Yes, it's eliminated. It's no longer going up. I would consider this an order block because it tapped that level there. So that engaged a buy program. Now the buy program did its job only until it was done. It just wanted the fair value gap, then slammed to liquidity, right? So something for your notes, excuse me. So we'll just wait a little bit and let her do her thing. We know that we are inside the daily fair value gap, so I'm going to remove that. What was that? That was the fibs for the rejection block as well. So we know we're likely headed towards the body of that candle. And that was that 15-minute institutional order flow entry drill right there. Just tap and gone. And look at the order block here. Gorgeous. Measure that wick right there. Go into your 1 minute chart and go and measure that wick of that candle at 11:15 a.m. and go and notice where that reprices to. I'll leave that for you guys to do. Hello, hello. What's up? On days I decided to trade, the nothing box came up. It was a beautiful day. It happens, man. Where's the bull div? I was so impatient on that. Did it finally play? It did. It did in a sense that the bull div did its job. It pushed it into liquidity. Now, it didn't want to leave the range here that it made, so it was just an internal range run. Had that bull div wanted to materialize and provide a bigger move, I've been looking at that inefficiency above the market. And I mean, look at it just being the most trashiest price action you could possibly get for, New York. I mean, we did have a nice drop and then it just died off. Like, this is it's pretty annoying. It is. I'm with you. But we anticipate this stuff. Like, that's the whole thing. What's up, Robbie? What's up, Jamal? It's the whole thing, you guys. When you can anticipate lame price action just based on the stuff that always materializes when a banking holiday comes rolling in, holding hands, skipping down the brick road with non-farm Friday. You just always anticipate garbage. Okay, now your rules for non-farm week, okay? And grab a pen and a pad and keep this by you, because this is something you have to go through every month, okay? Every single month you have to go through this. If you've got a banking holiday on non-farm, do not trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry. Monday to Thursday. Don't trade it. Let price show you what it's going to do, because this information will give you everything you need, typically, for the monthly expansion. Okay? The Mondays you're really permitted to trade are non-farm Mondays. So, in other words, the first week of the month, you've got non-farm payroll on Friday. That Monday, that's when you want to be looking for pristine textbook setups. However, if there is a banking holiday on non-farm payroll week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you do not trade until Friday. That's when you are permitted to trade non-farm payroll. Now, this is to complete the note. Wait 30 minutes minimum after non-farm payroll news release to look for a setup. Let everybody else get trashed. I'm telling you, when you get good at reading price, it will be an obvious play, okay? It will be obvious for you. So that's your non-farm rules. Live and die by them, because, you know, those times that you're getting trashed in the market and order blocks aren't working and fair value gaps are getting walked on, it's not that they were, it's not that the fair value gap didn't get a close below consequent encroachment. It was that price action wicked all the way up 100 ticks past your fair value gap to the rejection block. And you're like, ugh, why did that happen? Well, because of the rules I just gave you. Certain times of the market, you're going to want to chill out. Man, this is so annoying. This is like the worst price action ever. Look at that. Equal highs, equal lows. In 5 minutes. Let's see here. If it comes back for here right away, likely continue on its journey. People will be like, oh, it's going up. Look at that big, huge, giant buy pressure candle. It's also got no tail. So, your move, Batman. Biddy dump or what? I'm confused. Well, it just went to the weekly open. So, it's just chilling at the weekly open. Bitcoin, we're gonna want some more information. Like it's in an area that it can literally go both ways from here. Like, we need to see a very, very strong willingness for that thing to want to go anywhere. It's crazy. Crazy PA. Yeah, so it was like watching dirt or paint dry, and then boom, something out of nowhere. So that's something out of nowhere. That's the information that we're looking for. Which way did it want to expand? Where did it expand to? Is it making a reversal pattern? All those things are what you are going to be asking yourself when price finally moves out of its expansion zone. So, for example, if you were in a bull channel and it was consolidating for a long time and it rips to the upside, don't chase that. You either wait for the retest of that channel or short into it knowing that it's likely going to just all out reverse completely after that fake out, right? That's what we call it, the bull flag fake out, and then it will reverse on everyone. And you've seen that a lot going on the last couple months really. And it's been crazy, bull flags. And I love when Sammy counter trades them. That's my favorite. I just howl. First time he ever counter traded a flag, I was just cheering him on. Oh, it was funny. You know what, man? If that's gonna be up to you. I'm not gonna tell you where to trade, who to get with, and where to put your money. That's up to you, man. Make sure you do your research before you just go plugging away at stuff. I don't stand behind any broker, any firm, anything. I don't have any affiliates with anyone. Everyone sucks. All right? Everyone, all of them, they all suck for their own reasons. So it's just up to you and what you want to put up with. You want to put up with high fees, KYC, terrible coin selection, what else is there, really? So we just came and grabbed that pool right there. So I'd be looking for something cool in the 15-second if it wanted to materialize. We'll wait and see where this 15-minute candle closes. How many more are going to get railroaded before we rip? I'd even take that, Like, this is where you're like, okay, have we bought them for the day or no? I'd like to say no, but who knows? But that looks sweet. That looks like the start of something beautiful in here. So if we can hold that high there, we'll likely see these lower targets. Nice. Nice tilde. See what happens. Now if we take that low out here, I'll change my fibs, or I'll delete them really. 4 minutes, 23 seconds. Question, what PD raise mean premium discount plan or analysis? Well, you got to figure that out. You got to pull your fibs, and your PD in the PD arrays means premium and discount, right? So if you're premium, you're looking for a short. So you'd be looking for bearish order blocks, fair value gaps, volume imbalances, etc. If you're in a discount, you're looking for just bullish stuff of all of that. What's up, Jay? Gives good confidence. We have the same stuff marked out here before I join. Nice, nice. Yeah, Chris P. Bacon. This is the NASDAQ. Not really doing Bitcoin right now. It's kind of lame.
Hi.
What's up, sweetie pie?
I'm talking to Daddy.
What are you up to?
I'm talking to her.
Him.
Him.
Yeah. Don't get my pronouns. Don't assume my pronouns, boy. Nah. All right, I'll see you soon, okay? Say, Mommy, Daddy wants coffee.
Mommy, Daddy wants a coffee.
She confirmed. You're funny, man. Yeah, little Yoda friend. He's Koopa. Koopa friend. Now, wouldn't it be cool if it just did the Tom Petty right now? Just started diving. Doing the free falling. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, don't reject. Just keep going. It's been doing that the whole time. It will dip into a low and then dip into a low, dip into a low, dip into a low. Just give it up, man. Just give it up. Go for the gusto. Show me your violins. Play it. Now this blue box here, I'm actually going to put the quadrants on it. And we ditched that fair value, or that wick now, so that's good. So we're inside of that, or we're just about there. So we hit the body. Or wait, what is that? No, we're inside of it now. This is the body of that guy. Right? No. There we go. That's it. I want to see a 1 minute candle close into this blue shaded area. And that will be sweet. Otherwise, Ryan's going to get his model and it's going to flip out to the upside. And it's going to get real. It's not 1:30 yet, though, so. Right there, that's all you get. Now dump. Aww. $57.5K, so you're underwater. That's okay. Just commit. And as long as your risk is correct, you will likely come out on top. Oh, that's a bullish model. I didn't want to see that materialize. This candle here has to get railroaded within like the next minute and 36 seconds. Otherwise, Ryan's going to be like, yeah, I was long there. I was long there, buddy. What's up, Buck Nasty? 109 smooth candle. We got a baby bum candle. Oh, I see a wick. It's tiny, but it's there. 3210, boom, and then slam down hard, real hard, way harder. Run. No, nothing working out for me lately. Ooh, managed to go from only needing $4 to pass my account to blowing it. Oof. Oh. I wish I had an applause track for you, bro. Like, for real. That is amazing stuff. It's something that I've been waiting. It's not that I've been wishing this upon you. It's that I've been waiting for this to happen, because you came flying out of the gate like guns blazing, dude. You were like, so anyway, I started blasting. For real. So I know. But this is something that you really have to experience in your trading career. Okay? And it's better that you do it now before, it gets really real for you. You're going to need this. So make sure that you journal it. Make sure that you wrote how it made you feel. What led you to perhaps the tilt or not cutting your risk back, or you have to document this for yourself. This is the real deal here, bro. And you just lived an experience that was waiting for you with open arms, loving open arms. And it does suck. It feels like poop. And you know what? If you go and talk to one of Sammy's mods, Mr. Smurfington, he was $3 away from passing and blew an account. We've all done it, dude. That's the hilarious thing, is we've all done it, man. And if you haven't done it yet, your time is coming. So, no big deal, man. Yeah, it's growing pains. That's all it is, bro. It's growing pains. So, dust your shoulders off, get up, get back on your horse, grab your little deer. The best thing after that happens is a nice break and just study. And what a better time to do it. At least you didn't do it when the market conditions are good. What a better time to do it than now, when the market conditions are just horrid and very unfavorable. This is the best time to do it, because now that you're here in these conditions, you know what it's going to be like when we hit these conditions again. And believe me, they come many times per year. Look at this price action. Also didn't get my 3K payout because I thought I was trading my eval, but I was unfunded and went under the payout threshold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to make money when the market is favorable, but it's not. It's just as easy to lose money when the markets are just like this, like just gross. Greetings, Master Friend. It's me, Raj. What's up, buddy? Right on, man. That knock life. Right on. Wow, hey, there's that reversal model playing out. And look at the violence. You see that little 1 minute fair value gap that I had on there? Look at how we SR flipped that sucker so great. Now, I'm not calling that a phenomenal win because I didn't anticipate that happening. I was looking for this to continue straight down, but at the same time, I did mention that if I was looking for a reversal and taking out lunch lows, this is exactly what I would want to see. And look at that beauty. So, if I was in a trade, it would just be a lost trade. Or, I don't know, depending on where I got in, really. Maybe it's a break-even stop. It definitely wouldn't be chasing that. Not down here. Seeing you do this live for the first time. Yeah, don't use this as a barometer for anything. We're just reading price. There's pretty much all expectations have been met for the day. We hit the bearish order block and then came down for the discount, fair value gaps, consequent encroachment. So we're just reading price today. There's no hardline bias. We're just kind of taking it as it gives us, and seeing what materializes from it. These I was explaining earlier, these weeks where you have a banking holiday coupled with non-farm payroll on Friday, they're not very fun. They're really mean, and it can make you feel not too good as a trader, especially when you're on a hot streak, and that's what happens. You get on a win streak, markets will be good for a bit, you'll think you're better than you are, and then when you finally do start taking losses, you're like, what is going on? You start questioning what you've been doing, and negative thoughts start swirling, and they just fester. Ryan, that's me right now. Yeah, bro, I've been through it. It's okay, man. You just gotta really, really, really hone in and remember the good days, man. When your horse stops responding with the precision that you expect, you change the horseshoes, right? You're not getting a whole new horse. So we did get a nice big strong close above some PD arrays here, and we have hit this bearish order block perfectly. So this will be the next thing that I'd like to see railroaded if it wants to continue up. So maybe we come into this candle here. We'll see what happens in this cycle. And that would be the closing 5 minutes for this 15-minute cycle. So we can close up in that blue shaded box here. That would use this whole thing as a nice order block. Yep, remember the good times, man. Remember when it was easy to make money, and that's what you sit on your hands for. And this is what I was explaining when you first started hanging out with me is, it's... You're living through only the one side of the experience, especially when you get it and you're good at following the rules, right? You're living the one side of the experience where you're winning most of your trades. But you got to live through this, where you're losing a lot of trades, where you're going to suffer a losing streak, because it happens to all of us, myself included. You got to learn to dial your risk back, recover a loss, half of it, be content. That's pretty much it. It sounds so simple, but I know it's not. Just digging back into this candle here. I would choose that one, but I like this one better. Boop. So how far does it want to dig into there? And this will tell us everything we need to know. Okay, are we going to continue or are we just going to peter off on a closing basis? 19,235 for buy stop, sure. It's a good spot to aim for if this 15-minute candle closes in this blue shaded area. Can I ask you, why did you pick the 1220 fair value gap rather than the 1225? Oh, why I chose that guy? Anson, you're awesome. Good question. I'll tell you why. Don't let it blow over your head this time, because I've told you this lots. When you have a fair value gap, and I assume you're talking about this one, right? It's not a 1225, it's a 113. So which one are you talking about? Yeah, okay. When you pass above a fair value gap in one single clean go, and there's no other price action in here, but this single clean pass back above, that's a balanced price range. Okay, price doesn't need to hang around here very much. And once it's gone, it's gone. And you can see how the midway point was SR flipped one more time before it was in fact gone. So I wasn't considering price to want to come back down here no more. If this guy here was going to use it as resistance, okay, this candle would have shot again one single clean pass back through that balanced range. It wouldn't have stalled out here. Okay, so once that happens, you're going, oh, okay, well, it looks like we're bullish. And then once you snap through that, this one's got trading in this fair value gap. So it's not a balanced range, it's an inversion fair value gap. So that's the difference. And that's why I picked this guy. Bitcoin just snapped up. This is what I'm saying, man. It is just ruthless out here. So we did get that nice strong close above, not in the blue box, but we touched the blue box, which is kind of cool. So we'd be looking at, no, I'd be saying this guy here. This is an implied fair value gap. So if we're going to run, we're likely going to hold that sucker right there and just freak right out. Way harder. Show me you're going to blast through this right here. If we can get through that, we're going to freak right through that blue box. I wouldn't want to see it trade much more down than that. If it does, it's showing weakness and it's not willing to run yet. That's all that means. So 130 now. Yeah, well, in environments like this, Hayes, why wouldn't you want to be a scalper? You know? Like, trying to catch expansions in this stuff is tough, dude. Like, you'll know when to stop scalping because you're going to see where price is going. You're going to go, okay. You're going to sit at your chart and go, okay, well, we're in a... This is how you know that you're done scalping. Okay, when you finally see this stuff that I'm talking about here that I teach you. Okay? You're in a premium. You have that discount. Let's just use this bullish order block because we're likely going to go hit it. You have a discount order block and a premium order block. And you know that the daily candle is likely going to bounce in between those two. Okay? When you can see that price is likely to come down in here, as foretold to you, I don't know, when was the last live I gave you? Thursday or Friday? Yeah, probably Friday evening. So 2 days in advance, saying likely going to come up into this bearish order block and then sell off. So when you can start seeing that, you're going to hold. You're going to hold all by yourself. So coming to the daily time frame, okay, you've got the same things that I teach you. Institutional order flow has proven to be a thing here. Okay? We had this level on our chart here, and really it was supposed to be that guy and that right there. I don't know why it moved. Okay? So and these are the levels that I gave you on your charts and this daily fair value gap. There was nothing else to be on your charts. No, sorry, excuse me. It was the weekly fair value gap. We were targeting consequent encroachment. So I'm going to get rid of this blue shaded area and, of course, include the volume imbalance there. I'm going to get rid of this just for a moment. Okay, this is what I'm talking about it. And this is that weekly fair value gap. If you had some sort of sneaking suspicion based on Matilda here, that you're likely going to run a discount, and you had your open high trades into consequent encroachment of the inversion fair value gap, and then slams down for the weekly. If you can see that, that's when you start holding runners. Okay, that's when you start really trading, getting out of scalping. Okay, that's what you got to be able to see that for yourself. So that's pretty much it, bro. It's like Fit today, he was just freaking out. He's like, wow, Master Fren said have these levels on your charts. And there they are. Fit can confirm. He had these levels on his charts from the last session. And I mean, bragging rights aside, man, this is how price action moves. This is how you can determine bias, right? So we had a bearish bias based on this swing high last week in a premium market, hitting our bearish order block here. Oh, sorry, excuse me, here. That's what we would want to see. Otherwise, close above the down close candle here. So we've seen that sensitivity, and now we're running a discount. Right? Look at the weekly order block A's. A is my brother. My brother from another mother. Okay? I want you to notice that weekly bearish order block, bro. Just look at it. Look at the range that this weekly candle has made today on Tuesday. Right there. Slamming down. So we refined the bearish order blocks. Oh, that's what that was. That's why my yellow box was moved a bit. We refined that bearish order blocks midway point in the lower time frames with the inversion fair value gap. And look at the precision there. And look at that. Whew. So basically from entry, and it offered 2,000 ticks. Unfreaking believable. Unreal. And I mean, that was in London. You know, we're not awake for that, but still, it still played out. So this is where you're getting your bias from, man. If you were in a premium and you made a bearish order block, well, why wouldn't you be looking for shorts intraday? Right? So, like, there we go. Well, bam. Sell side liquidity. It's pretty cool. Yeah, man. Once you're just stay where you're at, man. If you're making money consistently, you're doing better than 90% of all the rest of the people out there. Like, that's the thing, man. I know you want to turn it up, but you'll know when. Because, and you know what, bro? As a matter of fact, I know you don't like scalping, but consider this for a second. Okay, you've been using very, very small position sizes. Okay, let's just say, for example, that you build an account and you're just paying yourself politely. You're not taking big payouts, just paying yourself, you know, a little bit here and there, and you keep building your account. Okay. With your model and your strike rate, what's wrong with putting some more leverage behind that? What's stopping you from actually risking 1% of your account for a 1% return? You know what I'm saying? So you've been doing 40 ticks for like $200, $400. Well, what about putting 5 contracts on there and making $1,000? Your strike rate, you know, past performance never guarantees future results, but you know that the setups we're playing are fabulous, right? And it's just all about you and your self-control, if you can not blow out or not, right? So, point being, you can turn that stuff up, man, when you get really comfortable. And then when you start seeing where price is likely to go to, just based on what I literally just showed you, you'll be able to hold a runner and not worry about it. You'll be like, I want to see price run down to that weekly fair value gaps midway point. I'm going to take my 3-to-1, leave a runner, and just wait for it to hit. It either hits or it doesn't, right? It hits and you're like, holy shnikey, I just made 10 grand with 2,000 ticks. How is that even possible? Well, because you've seen where the candle was likely to go to. But your stuff is monetized now. Sick. Yeah. I made it big. I'm a big YouTuber. Thanks, buddy. I'm definitely not putting like a big giant effort into my YouTube career. This is basically one of the first times I've actually felt like going live on YouTube. Exact lesson I needed. More confluence on knowing when to stay in bigger trades. About to start the video from the beginning. Nice. That's a great point. I'm keeping it really small, polite, and humble. I could always throw on a contract or 2 more when I'm ready, or 30. Yeah, because eventually, like, if you were to have a 300K account and use the 30 tick stop, you're gonna need like, and risk 1% of that account, you're gonna need like 23 contracts or something. Like, you're gonna need a serious amount of buying power just to comply with your risk. So like, you know, if you had a nice big account and you're risking 1%, and you're making 1%, dude, 1% of a 300K account is $3,000. And I mean, that's one trade, dude. That's one freaking trade to make your entire monthly quota. It's something to look forward to. And so this bullish order block is getting walked on bigly. It hasn't hit the rejection block yet, but it looks like it wants it. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, that buy program is over. I'm probably going to shut her down soon. This is just like painful. We're just not doing anything. I wanted to show you guys that we're not going to do anything. You know, there's so many people just trying to catch anything that they can, and they're just destroying themselves. I can see it. I can feel it like a Vulcan. I don't want that to be any of my students or anybody who rolls with me. You guys need to understand what it is to be disciplined, controlled. You know, I was saying in the Leverage Master earlier today, you know, it's really cool when you guys watch me call Bitcoin's bottom last week at the beginning of the week within $100. Okay, and anybody here that thinks I'm full of crap, they can say in the comments that I'm full of it. But anyway, that's cool. Okay, and from your guys' perspective, that looks really cool. But at the same time, like, if you can frame low probability conditions and not trade them, that is equally cool to me, if not cooler, because this is where people are screwing it up. You got to be able to, you're traders, so you got to be able to know when the markets are going to be favorable for you as a trader. And as you can see, they're clearly not that favorable, are they? Pretty ugly, and it looks like it's just going to keep grinding down. This is the ICT most hated price action delivery ever, is when it just keeps grinding down, deeper tracements, grind down more. This is gross. So I've seen Fit was saying something here. Instead of Trent 10, only traded only one. Yeah. TV edits, what's up, bro? I called this move on demo, friend. High risk, but up 7R. Nice. Oh, on Bitcoin. You're hilarious, dude. Well, if you follow the model, you'll win. Man, you're gonna be like one of my. I can already see it. You're gonna be one of my biggest examples ever, man, of somebody who just came in, stuck to the model, and made money. They're just totally new eyes, 14 years old, ready to kill these markets. Congratulations, buddy. This master friend from the Crypto Lifer. I am from the Crypto Lifer. What's up, Chris Goss? Not Chris Cross. Don't be confused, okay? It's Chris Goss. It's Goss. Chris Goss. Just rolls off the tongue, you know? Notorious Nugs. Nice. Exact lesson I needed, more confluence, knowing when to stay into bigger trades. Yeah. Run a time stop, you guys. Like, just, if you're in a trade and you know when to trade, I go over it at exhaustion, right? If you're in a trade, let that puppy run till like 4. Just don't even worry about it. Go do something. Come back at 4. You're either in the money or you're not, and that's the model. Oh, thanks, cuz for real. I appreciate it. I took an L on that wick. Stay away. Nice. Nice. Yeah, take your L's and walk away. Thanks, bro. I've been getting trashed out here. It's been rank, man. I'm telling you. And people, I swear, like, they just might, maybe, and I'm trying to be rude, just maybe, they like it. Maybe they like it. I don't know. But sit there and do nothing and you'll do good. until your model forms. No, this is just whack right here. Look at this. A Matilda by technical default. Gross. So we're getting into those targets now, which is that blue shaded area. And let's see if it runs. But I'm out. I'm out. This is lame. This is so lame. I don't even want to entertain this. You guys need to, could just take that low, run right back up into the range just like it's been doing. It's gross. Gross. I don't even want to entertain this anymore. Teach you guys when to just sit out of the charts and ignore them. For some of you guys, that's impossible right now, but it's something you're going to have to get a hold of. Yeah, it sure does, Anson. Well, does the NASDAQ futures trade 24/7? No, Monday to Friday. Thankful I'm keeping it light to nothing. Old me would have destructed myself. Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, you bet your boots. Me too. Me too. So we did get some movement today, which is great. So this Friday, I think Fit was asking about. Oh my gosh, he says. Yeah, I think you were asking about Friday. And I told you at the beginning of the stream. If banking holidays coupled with non-farm, we'll play Friday. If there's no banking holiday on non-farm, which is the first week of every month, Friday, that's when we play Monday. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Word up, TV edits. Word up. God bless you, buddy.